National Football League. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the New Orleans Saints taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
They routed to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
He's taken down at
the numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
I think you have to make sure that you crowd him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down, Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
J.K. Dobbins.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It's a gain
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 19.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is the tight end fan. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude.
So he caught the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Brings up third and
they'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Ross on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
that's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Kamara trying again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, they were backed up on third and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make the run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. For 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there. Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top row. I like it.
Buccaneers, 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Dante Jackson.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He goes underneath the Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st. And get this one complete to Davis. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Reception here by Rose. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Murray. Got an open man, it's Rose. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. They can sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Buccaneers 21.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Returning it, John Ross. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
27-yard line.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Got a man open, it's Ross. They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.